Financing 101, the importance of financing and how to introduce it. My name is Kelsey Boxdorfer. I'm the sales manager at FTL Finance.
And my name is Gail Kewen. I'm an account executive at FTL Finance.
Today, we're going to share some basic information about the importance of financing, different types of lenders, why it's so important to offer financing to every customer, and how you can introduce it in a way that is natural and comfortable for both you and the homeowner. So let's get started. We don't have to tell you that HVAC equipment prices have gone up. One HVAC company reported to ACHR The News in June of 2024 that since 2020, they have seen an increase in equipment prices of 40%, and average system prices have doubled. I'm sure you're all experiencing similar increases, which is obviously impacting your business, and it's also impacting your customers. I want you to put yourself in the homeowner's shoes. They likely fall into one of these two categories. One, they're a new homeowner and have never had to replace a unit. Or two, they have replaced a unit, but it was probably at least a decade ago. With the higher HVAC equipment prices, your homeowner is likely experiencing some sticker shock, no matter which category they fall into. It's not your fault, but it is the reality of the situation. Another reality is that there's resistance when it comes to purchasing high dollar items. They are probably a little afraid to drop thousands of dollars unexpectedly. Who wouldn't be? Think about the last high cost purchase you made. Whether it was a car or major appliance, you probably put that purchase off as long as you could until you felt like you had either done enough research or were financially stable enough to make the purchase. With an HVAC replacement, time is not on your side. It is an urgent purchase, so the anxiety that comes with making a large purchase quickly would be enhanced. Offering financing reduces the stress and simply provides another option for the homeowner to consider. A payment of $150 a month is a lot easier to process than a $7,000 in cash or credit card payment, especially right now. Americans are falling deeper and deeper into debt and either don't have the savings or if they do, they want to hold on to it. Here are a few stats to put that into perspective. Late in 2024, the US household debt increased to a record $1.18 trillion. 27% of Americans don't have any emergency savings at all, and 66% of those who do have savings don't want to use it for a $1,000 emergency expense. Financing is so important right now, and not only for financial reasons, but people also expect a financing option. There are payment plans for absolutely everything now. Groceries, clothing, phones, furniture, every business offers some type of payment plan. The minimum amount for a buy now, pay later purchase with some companies can be as low as $10. Can you imagine that? A payment plan for a $10 purchase. This is just how ingrained it is into our buying habits.
While this may all sound dismal, it's actually a benefit to you. One lending company's research shows that 94% of people will complete a project with a contractor if they are approved for financing. That means getting a homeowner approved is almost a guaranteed sale. Another big stat here, this one is from the Home Improvement Research Institute. 55% of home improvement projects are financed through either credit cards or loans. The average credit card rate at the end of 2024 was 20%. That makes a loan pretty enticing. Here's the bottom line. Financing offers homeowners flexibility, convenience, and most importantly, they expect it. It can also have a big impact on average sales. Offering financing can boost sales by as much as 30% on average. Not only can financing you give you more sales, but it can also increase your average ticket. The numbers on the right are from Lennox, and they show the amount people spend compared to financing. People spend 31% less when they pay cash and 26% less when they pay with credit cards. That's because people view financing and payments as a way to increase their buying power. It's an easy way to increase tickets and put more money into your business that you may otherwise be missing out on. This goes back to the other high dollar items. Think about your last high dollar purchase. If you were paying cash, you may have eliminated a few features from your wish list. But if you could get everything you wanted for an extra $10 to $20 a month, it could be enough incentive for you to upgrade. That's the same experience you want to give to your homeowners. You want them to see that they have additional options and they don't cost that much more if they choose to purchase them. Then leave it up to them. You're only putting the plate of food in front of them. Let them decide how much they want to eat. It's not enough to just offer financing. Homeowners need to know you have it before you ever walk through their door. You need to promote financing everywhere a homeowner can find you. That means on your website, your social media, online business listings like Google business profiles, printed materials such as pamphlets, business cards, truck decals everywhere, because it could be the difference between getting a call or not getting one. Earlier, we mentioned HVAC is not a frequent purchase, and we don't have to tell you a lot of homeowners do not routinely service their units. When something happens, they have to find someone to fix it. They go to where we all go to find that someone. They go to their phone or their computer. Just look at this stat. 84% of HVAC customers who did an online search did not have a company in mind before contacting one. Since we know that people expect a financing option, 94% of people will complete a project with a contractor if they are approved for financing. It is so important to have that information where people can find it. It could mean the difference between getting a call or not getting the call.
Now that you know how important financing is, we're going to talk about the different types of lenders. It's important to know that there are two types of lenders you'll be working with. The first are big banks. These banks are tied to manufacturers and offer benefits of rebates and incentives. They also have stricter registration requirements, which sometimes include minimum revenue amounts. These lenders also primarily only approve the top credit scores, which are the prime and super prime categories. If you are only using a big bank lender, you may be getting a lot of declines. Next is specialty lenders. They are tied to a specific industry like electronics, furniture, home improvement, or HVAC, and each one is a little different. Some may focus on lower credit scores, while others may focus on higher credit scores, and some service a wide range of credit scores. Specialty lenders operate differently, kind of like a local hardware store that operates differently from a big box hardware store. They offer the same products, but you are going to get a much more personalized touch at a local hardware store. The same is true for a specialty lender. It's important to know that your lenders operate so that you can get homeowners approved. If you are receiving a lot of declines with a big bank lender, you should supplement with another lender, which takes a holistic view of the customer's finances and determines if they are creditworthy. FTL Finance uses something called waterfall lending, which is kind of like it sounds. It starts at the top and flows downward, just like a waterfall. Here's how it works. When an application is submitted, it goes to the first lender, who will look at the application. If the application is approved, great, it doesn't go any further. If the application is declined, it moves down to the next lender, and so on and so forth until the application is approved or reaches the bottom of the waterfall. Waterfall lending allows us to have an 80% approval rate. It's also worth noting that we cover all credit tiers through our own lending or partner lending programs. We can get you those approvals as well. We have a wide range of loan products for you to offer. Many of them are zero cost to the contractor. You can see them here on your screen. We have long-term options like a 10-year program, standard installment loans ranging between 3 and 7 years. This is similar to a car loan, and both of these have no cost to you. We also offer same as cash loans, which provide a promotional period to pay off the loan before the interest kicks in. These come in a 3, 6, and 12-month options. We also offer low interest loans. Both of these options will come with fees to you. That means that you can reduce the interest rates that your customers pay or provide them with same as cash options by paying a percentage of the loan cost. Some customers like to use the same as cash programs when they know that they have a bonus from work coming soon, or if they're going to get their tax return. We've been looking at our own data over the past few years, and here's just some of what we have found. These stats were compiled in late 2024. The average loan size for an HVAC replacement unit has increased 10% since 2023 and 30% since 2021. This is not a surprise. We see HVAC equipment prices rising. We're not telling you anything you don't know here. 19% of our loan originations were for service and repairs, which is something to consider when choosing a loan partner. Some lenders only cover equipment, but we also cover service and repairs. And you can see here that it is a need because it was nearly 20% of our loan originations in 2024. This has been steadily increasing since 2022 when it was only 10%. The final number you see is 45% of our loan originations in 2024 were for our 120-month loan. That is, of course, the 10-year loan. This shows us that homeowners are looking for lower payment options. This percentage has also steadily been rising since we introduced this loan in 2021.
One question we get a lot is how do you offer financing without being awkward or feeling pushy? When we're interacting with the homeowner, it's important to discuss the project and not the price. Educating the homeowner on what's happening with their unit includes them in the process and puts them in the driver's seat. It prevents sticker shock and will help them make an informed decision about their needs instead of choosing the cheapest product. Discussing the project also will help you gain information that could make their lives even better. For instance, the homeowner may think they just need to replace what they currently have something similar. When you ask questions, you could learn there are other features that would benefit them even more. I know you want to get in and fix the problem and get out, but asking these questions shows the homeowner that you care about making their home comfortable and meeting all of their needs. It also helps you provide options that maybe you hadn't even considered. You can see some of the questions on the screen. You want to ask about the size and age of their home and how many people live there. You can also ask about HVAC efficiency. Are there any hot or cold spots in the home? How is their air quality? And finally, get their wish list. Do they want a warranty? Are they interested in IAQ products? Getting them to tell you what they're interested in helps you choose the right options, and it will feel less like an upsell for both of you if you include them in an estimate. It's important that you offer financing to every customer, whether you think they will want it or not. You never know what's going on in a person's life or finances. They may live in a big house with fancy cars, but they could be experiencing a medical issue that is draining their finances. You just never know. We all know the analogy of the iceberg, that what you see above the water only tells part of a story, similar to what I just mentioned. It can also relate to homeowners and their finances. The number of people who will ask for financing is at the top, but the number who won't ask but would use it is underneath. Offering financing to everyone takes that burden off the homeowner and allows them to make the best decision to fit their personal financial situation. A lot of contractors also ask us how to bring up or talk about financing, so we've created some examples for you. It's not as hard as you might think. That phrase right there is all it takes. I accept credit cards, cash, and offer monthly payments. You could also say we accept cash, credit cards, and offer financing through our lending partner, FTL Finance. By the way, this language is also what you can use to promote financing on your website and through social media posts. Here's a more specific example. This high efficiency system will be a great replacement for your old one. With approved financing, the cost is only $150 a month, and I can be back on Thursday to install it. We also accept cash and credit.
We've made it really easy to offer financing to your customers. It starts with our proprietary digital tool called App Tracker and allows you to access everything that you need from a phone or tablet. Some of the items you can do inside App Tracker are created and send estimates and loan applications. You can also access our rate sheet and sales brochures. If you are on the business or admin side, you can see all of the applications that have been submitted and their decision status. Finally, you can also see when the loan has been funded so that you know when the funds will hit your account. It is a robust tool and was designed to make financing simple because we know that you are there to fix problems, not create new ones. Project Estimator is a tool that allows you to create estimates and send them to homeowners. It's a pretty simple process. You add in the equipment and the service details and the cost. Then you choose the loan program from the drop-down menu. Project Estimator automatically determines the monthly payment. Project Estimator is also the loan application, which makes it really easy for the homeowner. You send them the estimator. If they like what they see, they can submit an application right from there. Once it's submitted, it goes right into App Tracker where you can see its progress. When presenting financing, we suggest using a good, better, best approach. You're familiar with this whether you know it or not. This approach is similar to what you would find when choosing a streaming service. You have the good option, which usually is the lowest cost option, the better, which has some perks and is usually in the middle of the price range, and the best, which has all the bells and whistles. This is why you asked questions earlier. Use what you learned to determine options you think would benefit the homeowner. Good is likely always going to be a replacement unit that is similar to the existing unit. Better should include some of what they asked for, or something that you think would benefit them based on your experience and expertise. Best should be the top of the line and get them everything on their wish list. When you input all of the information, you and the homeowner may be surprised that there isn't much difference in the monthly payments to get at least some of what they want. This is why the middle option is usually the most popular when you look at subscriptions. The goal of this part of the process is to give the homeowner information and let them decide what is best for their budget and their wish list. Once the estimate is complete, you can text or email it to the homeowner. The estimate is also the loan application. If the homeowner likes what they see, they click the green button at the bottom and it takes them to the application process. It's that easy. You can also send an application link that is tied to your account. Whether you send the homeowner just the link or use the project estimator, once they start the application, we will take over customer support. We are also available if the homeowner has questions before they fill out the application. If they ask questions about credit scores or interest rates and terms, we are here to answer their questions. After submitting a loan application, we can provide you a decision to the homeowner within 15 minutes or less. You will also see that decision in App Tracker so that you know when you can begin the project.
There are three approval types: standard, risk-based, and partner approvals. These approvals are based on the homeowner's credit profile. We'll go into each one of these in greater detail to explain what they mean and give some examples of what to say to a homeowner with each decision. First is the standard approval. This is for homeowners with a strong credit profile. They can use any of our programs. Here's an option of how to close the sale. You mentioned you're looking for a payment under $150 per month. To get everything that is important to you, I have a 60-month term at $121 a month. I can be out Thursday to complete the installation. Now the risk-based approvals. These are just like they sound. These loans are for those with challenging credit profiles and include programs that are not with our standard rates. These are always an option to you and they are free. Here's an example of how you can communicate a risk-based approval to the homeowner. FTL Finance has approved your application for financing. Your interest rate will be X amount for the length of the loan. If you would like to proceed, I can be out Tuesday at 12 p.m. to install your system. If you're concerned about sharing a higher interest rate with your customers, don't be. The homeowner knows their credit situation and they've likely already encountered this experience along the way. It ultimately comes down to them to make the decision on whether they want to use this option or go another direction for payment.
Our final option is the partner approval. These approvals are through our third-party partners and are provided when the homeowner doesn't qualify for our standard or risk-based programs. Here's an example of how you can communicate this to the homeowner. FTL Finance cannot provide you an approval, but you may be eligible for a lease or loan option through their partner program. Please check your email for instructions on how to move forward. Now that you have an understanding of why financing is important and how to introduce it, it's time to get registered with us. We have a very simple process. You'll submit the registration using our mobile website, submit your driver's license, contractor license, 3 distributor invoices, and 2 distributor references. Once we have all of the information, we will process this request and have your account set up in no time.